Starting with the Bearing 9, it doesn't have a lot of left to right kick. Combine that with a rate of fire of 1100 rounds per minute, plus a relatively big magazine for a machine pistol at 26 rounds, and the fact that you can 4-shot 3 armors, it's pretty easily an S tier. We obviously got to talk about the SMG-11. It can also take down 3 armors in 4 shots. It has a rate of fire of 1270 rounds per minute, making it the fastest firing gun in the game. So its DPS is a little insane. Your main downside is a small magazine size, but that's okay because if you get 1 or 2 picks with this thing in 1 mag, you're already doing your job. And the recoil isn't as crazy as its competition. S tier. Next, we got the SMG-12. It has the biggest magazine of the machine pistols at 33 rounds. It has the same rate of fire as the SMG-11, but the damage is not as high, and the recoil gets squirrely. So it has a big magazine, but it's lacking damage and wonky recoil, set it down a tier. Now we got the Clash SMG, somewhat lower at 980 rounds per minute. The damage is pretty solid for 4 shots, as you can see, but my main problem with it is this. In red is the Clash SMG pattern. It's controllable for a bit, and then it just goes all over the place. So it's kind of like Valorant. You're going to have to hit the first shots of the spray, or you're going to have to reset. And the DPS isn't as high as the SMG-11 or the Bearing 9. So I'm afraid it's at B tier. Finally, we got the CZ75. If you ignore the fact you only have iron sights, it's actually pretty good. Its DPS is actually really high. 1,000 rounds per minute with a damage rating of 35. That's pretty impressive to take down 3 speeds in 3 shots. And it has a decently sized magazine too. The main problem, as you can see, halfway through the spray, it'll get wonky. And you can't put barrel attachments to compensate. The CZ75 has some downsides compared to the SMG-12, but it makes up for it with its damage output, and it's relatively easy to control recoil. It's A tier for me. I'd say my favorite machine pistol right now is the Bearing 9, with the SMG-11 coming in at a close second.